Mario is building something special in Miami, moving to the beat of his own drum, OCDC. I'm excited what this team will look like in the fall. And you should be. You should be. Miami, with all of its issues, and most of them administrative and coaching. Miami's most, not that Miami has recruited and fielded the kind of rosters that they did between 1983 and 01 for the most part. They haven't. There's been a significant drop off in talent, but still, Miami has had the talent for the last 15 years to not be winning 60% of its games. Miami doesn't even have a 60% winning percentage in the last 15 years, but they should have had a 75% winning percentage. Miami should have been going 9-3 most of the last 15 years, not winning 55% of its games. Basically, Miami has been a 7-5 team for almost 20 years. That's what if you average everything out, they've been a 7-5 team. That's what they are, a 7-5 program. Until proven otherwise, they have been a 7-5 program. And even with the screw-ups of the administration and the coaching hires have been deplorable, awful, worst in the country. You know how I know? Take Mark Richt, put him aside. Different category, different case, other circumstances involved. Mark Richt, quality hire. He'll be in the College Football Hall of Fame. He accomplished tons at Georgia. And had there been a playoff when he was at Georgia, he would have been in the playoff 3 or 4 times. Okay. Mark Richt aside, because that didn't work for a few different reasons that were somewhat football related, some not. Okay. Put Richt aside. Ever since Butch Davis left Miami, every head coach at the University of Miami until Cristobal, before that, Coker, Shannon, Golden, Diaz. Who'd I miss? Nobody, right? What can we say about all of them? And I don't know that we can say this about any other decent program in the country. All of those coaches have one thing in common. None of them achieved anything before they got to Miami as a head coach. None of them achieved anything after they left Miami as a head coach. Nothing. 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 You can't say that about any other decent program in college football. You can't say that. So the hiring has been awful for the head coach. Now they've got a real head coach. Okay, I'm not going to promote Mario Cristobal as the second coming of fill in the blank. Nick Saban's the easiest one to grab, but Pete Carroll or Urban Meyer or Bo Schembechler or whomever. A great all-time coach, Bobby Bowden. I'll hurt some Miami fans by throwing Bowden in there. I'm not going to promote Mario Cristobal to be that. We don't know. He might be. We do know that he's capable. He took over an Oregon program that was decent. It's okay. They went 7-6 the year before he got there. They were 4-8 the year before that. They hadn't been that good for a couple of years following that national championship game run in 14. So in 15, 16, 17, they were okay. Well, they go like 4-8, 9-4, 7-6. Anyway, he upgraded them significantly, decidedly. 3 Pac-12 championship games, 2 championships, Rose Bowl win. Was he perfect? Were they world beaters? Did they get to the playoff? And no, but much better. Upgraded the recruiting, upgraded the performance on the field. Really, the only alarming aspect of Mario Cristobal's tenure at Oregon was this 2-game sample against Utah this past season. Anybody can get run out of a building at any point for the most part, unless your name's Alabama or Georgia. You can get run out of the building, and that happened against Utah. But not to have the fight, the determination, or the game plan, scheme, strategy to counteract what you did 2 or 3 weeks earlier and get blown out by the game. It looked like the same game. Looked like they were playing the same game. And when does this happen between two good teams in the NFL or in college football, where you take two teams that are, by all accounts, Utah and Oregon last year were comparable. You take any other common opponent, and certainly Oregon went out and took care of Ohio State, and Utah could not. Anyway, they were comparable teams, and maybe a bad matchup for Oregon, but you were playing for the Pac-12 championship, and you just got, even just based on pride, you got obliterated by these same guys 2 or 3 weeks ago. You don't have enough pride. Your head coach wasn't able to inspire the team to the point. That's a bit, I don't want to overplay that as being this red flag, because I don't think it is. But it's not a good coaching look